All right, welcome back, guys. Today I have a lot to cover, so I'm going to try to get through things quickly. Now, one of the most important things that we need to cover are the Trump talks with India right now. So, one of the things that he has done is taken the H1B visa and charged 100K on all future applications. So, this is a huge breakout news because the restriction of entry will impact tons of STEM workers specifically. Amazon is one of the highest exploiters of the H1B process, and so that's why we see today a massive drop here. The H1B process is supposed to bring over people that allegedly can't be replaced by American workers, but historically, people who work in tech know that it's just a way for companies to exploit labor and charge lower fees in terms of employment. So to charge less money to individuals, to pay people less, and to make sure that they can keep a lot more of the money with foreign workers who have to stay loyal to the company instead of jumping around. So that's one of the most interesting things that's happening right now. You can see here are a bunch of other companies, all mostly tech. You have some in here like Walmart or whatever, but even still, it's probably going to be the tech sector or some sort of IT sector of these different companies that are impacted. So that's why tech has been on the downward trend today. Now, there's also a Jerome Powell conversation that happened today. He started talking about how there might be stagflation on the horizon. This isn't too surprising to most of us, but he did say, or he did start to indicate that it's possible there might not be 3 rate cuts. So he says that people are speculating that maybe there won't be 3 rate cuts, there might be less. So if we look at the Fed decision in October predictions, we see that the percentage probability of a 25 basis point cut has gone down and no change. People are betting on more now. We're going to continue to follow the markets to see what happens. If you look at the stock market today, you can see there was a steep drop off right around here where he gave his announcement. He just had a conversation with some folks. It was not him just talking. It was, I believe, today is Tuesday. Yeah, he does speak, and then I think there was a kind of a conversation he had afterwards, after his speech. Okay, so it was a speech. Yeah, I caught a few glimpses of it towards the end. And yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting to listen to. But anyway, it does seem like the markets originally priced in 3 rate cuts, which is why the market started ripping upwards since September 17th when the rate cut. Since I think there was like a Jackson Hole conversation or something like that sometime a couple weeks ago. And then the market started going up from there, I think. Then he cut interest rates September 17th, and then things are going up there. So this could just be a pullback from the rate cut here, or it could be people are pricing in the possibility that there won't be another rate cut for the next month or two. So we're going to keep an eye on things, see how it's going there, and hopefully we'll have some good plays. Now, I'm continuously bullish on Robinhood, of course. I personally believe that. Oh, yeah. Let me just show you what's going on though. I actually lost 10K today because of that blip. Because I had some calls on. Robinhood, which took a dumper, but that's fine. What I'm thinking about is trying to get back in at a lower price right now. So I'm waiting for things to stabilize. This is me buying back in and then closing out my position so that I can make back some of that money. If you lose this and then you sell here and then you buy back around the same price and it goes back up to where it originally was, you can usually claim this as tax loss now. I don't think you could do that before. It would have been considered a wash loss. But if you are considered a pattern day trader or a day trader, you have to make sure that you file appropriately in taxes. Then you can claim that as loss, and then your gains will be taxed less. So sometimes those V shapes can actually be beneficial to day traders now, whereas in the past, if you were to sell that thing and then buy it back immediately, that could be considered a wash loss. So you couldn't deduct the loss from that. All right, so yeah, I promised that I would talk about a couple of different tickers, but I don't think I want to go overboard. I'm just going to talk about two things that I have here. So I have QS, which is specifically focused on, I want to say, lithium batteries. And they are rumored to potentially have some sort of association with Tesla in the future. So lithium metal batteries for electric cars. We don't know whether they're going to close a contract with Tesla or not, but I see a lot of potential upside here. I see lithium batteries, especially if you're innovating and you have higher capacity and things like that, to be significantly beneficial to the energy space. So I'm bullish on that. I'm holding it in a leap or a longer term call, I think. Yeah, so any option that lasts longer than a year before it expires is considered a leap. And so I bought a couple of leap calls there just to see what's going to happen. Oh, sorry, QS, yeah, just to see what's going to happen. So these are expiring in 2028, super far away. Applied APLD. This one shot up like crazy the past 2 days because Oracle and Meta were trying to close. First they were trying to close a $10 or $20 billion data center deal, I think. And then NVIDIA announced they were going to do something like $100 billion of investment with data centers. So Applied Digital is data center stuff. They focus on, let me see if there's like a proper description. Basically, they handle data center management. APLD, yeah, that's right. Infrastructure. So digital infrastructure solutions for AI and for high performance computing. And then they also do the design, constructing, and managing of the data centers. So they do it all. They do the software side, they do the hardware side. And I think that there's a lot of upside potential for this company, even as they've gone up a lot so far. I think that's going to continue to accelerate. And we can see that they do have a lot of growth in this past couple of months, this past year. There was, I think, a period of overly hyped AI stuff and hardware back in 2021, which is why we saw those peaks. But I think what we're beginning to see is the money and the contracts actually closing in to justify those original prices. So anybody who dollar cost average or started to get in at all of these low prices, I think, are going to see really fantastic payoffs in the next couple of years. That's my own personal opinion. This is not investment advice. You could lose all your money. Cool. So there were some other things that I was also looking at. So GV, NebEx, I don't actually know too much about these, but if you don't know, I'm a machine learning engineer, data scientist by trade. So in the past couple of months, I think past year actually now, I'd been building out a lot of machine learning data structure tools so that I could build out a prediction model. And so that I could track things like momentum, because when there isn't news, what's going to drive things is usually momentum. So that's been actually really effective. I've been seeing good results in the past couple of months, so I'm actually starting to play these for the long term. Now, I might hold these for a day, a week, a month. It depends on what my models predict. If you are interested in some of these predictions, and if you want to play around with the model, again, it's not investment advice. You can lose all your money. Statistics can be wrong. The model itself could be wrong. The data could be bad. But if you really want to try it out, and I think it's fun, I think it's cool, feel free to leave a comment or just leave a like and keep following me. I'm probably going to start creating a newsletter subscription list so that you can get a whole bunch of information about what goes into these. But I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to charge for that. I might charge a lot. I might charge a little. We'll see. Long story short, I'm very bullish on Hood. Markets seem to be dropping because there might not be interest rates. FANG stocks are dropping because of H1B issues. And that is all for today from my side. All right. Thanks for following. I hope you continue. Have a good one.